Hey guys, so you ready for it? Today's August 6, 2018, 2:08 a.m. Central Time. I imagine and expect much hate coming at me if you so choose to watch this entire video. Whether it's on this platform, any other social media platform I put this on, my email that's out there, I very much expect much rage and anger to come from people who are ridiculous. And I welcome it. I went and saw Death of a Nation, which would be yesterday at this point, by Dinesh, right? Saw it, and to be honest with you, I was highly disappointed in it. Was not impressed whatsoever. I don't know what he was thinking. It definitely doesn't follow. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I thought it was shit. I really like his work, big time. There's nothing by him that I have never not liked, but this one was just filmed strange, and it was like watching Nazi Week on National Geographic. It was just fucking stupid. Anyway, before the movie, though, they showed previews, of course, and it's ridiculous how much Hollywood has run out of ideas, and so many movies now have to do with the military. It's gotten obnoxious. But then they squeezed this movie in between, and it's called The Hate You Give. And notice how the T, U, and G are red. And the reason I did that is because they specifically pointed that out individually at the end of this video. And I thought that was ridiculous. In the video, it says, find your voice, like written. Well, guess what? If you continue to listen to this, you're going to listen to my motherfucking voice. Because you know what? No one is going to bash this movie, especially someone who's a millennial, who's white. And I'm going to bash the fuck out of this movie. And on top of it, I decided to find and see if anybody was bashing this movie, anybody was talking about this movie, whatever the fuck. There is this channel, The Real Rejects, R-E-E-L. It's kind of actually a neat concept they did here. They got two videos in this YouTube video, or two movies, two trailers, and they react to it as it happens, obviously. This particular screen right here is actually funny to see, because I will tell you what this movie's about in a moment. But this moment right here that you see on this screen is right after the guy got shot. Boom! That's it. And you probably won't be able to hear the rest because I'm going to lower it. But they like all get so upset and so emotional. Like this dude on the fucking left's about to cry and shit. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? At the end of this trailer, after every trailer in the movie that I saw yesterday in the movie theater, someone had something to say, you know, snickered about this, or, oh, that sounds good, blah, blah. And of course, due to the type of movie, I gotta say, Death of a Nation was, to begin with, it happened to be actually an older crowd, because we went at 11 a.m. and we did it on purpose to avoid like every annoying person on the planet. It was silent. It was dead silent after this because you could tell no one wanted to say anything. And there was one person that said this, yeah, I'll get right on that. You know who that person was? Me. You know who everybody in the fucking theater said at that point? They all wanted to say the same motherfucking thing, but they were afraid to. This movie is a fucking loser reject. First of all, the people who were commenting on this video said this chick, don't know her name, don't really give a fuck, isn't black enough to play this character. How ridiculous to have even said that. If you watch this trailer, I will give you the link. Okay, the story, you have to listen, literally listen to this trailer, what she is saying, not the fact of what happens after after 1 minute. Okay, if you take what happens after 1 minute and you ignore everything before it, you are a fucking ignorant dumbass. Because in the beginning of this trailer, this is about a girl that is a black girl, apparently not black enough. It's based on a novel, never heard of it, don't really give a rat's ass, have no intention of seeing this movie. It's about a black girl who's growing up in, I think she calls the hood, not sure. She says it's our neighborhood or something. In the very beginning of this trailer, it's actually kind of neat. It sounds like it's going to be a neat movie. And then, of course, this bullshit happens at about one minute, and then you're just like, oh, turn that motherfucking off. And so she explains it, but the thing is, in the beginning of this movie, or trailer, she says, if you go to our high school, this isn't verbatim, but this is about to be. If you go to our high school, you get pregnant, jumped, or high. But if you go to, and then it's some name of some white prep school, that's where we go. And so that's where she goes. She doesn't go to the high school in her neighborhood where you can get pregnant, high, or jumped, okay? So she's recognizing that her neighborhood has a problem, okay? So instead, she goes to this prep white school because everybody that they show in the film is white. And she's the only one there. If you listen to what she says during that footage, she says that her name's Star, okay? She says when she goes to school, she's Star too. In other words, she's a different person when she chooses to go to that school. She doesn't give them a reason to think she's ghetto. That's what she says. And so she's a totally different person, apparently, when she's at her prep school. She's a good student, whatever, doesn't talk ridiculous. Who knows? I don't know. But that's what she says. And you know what else she says? She says she's ashamed of it. She said she's fucking ashamed of it. What does that tell you? Then you move forward, and then she goes, well, at night, this is what, like, who I become. And you see her hanging out at a party. Okay, she goes to a party back in her neighborhood. What ends up happening? Oh, they get in a car. The cops pull him over. This little dude seems to be her best buddy. Who knows? What ends up happening? The cop asks him to get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle. Obviously, I have no idea or why he asked him to get out of the vehicle. Don't know. Trailer doesn't tell you. You don't get much from a trailer. But I'll tell you what you do get from a trailer. When he decides, she says to him, don't do it. Stay where stay what he said or whatever. She's like, listen to the cop. I can't remember her verbiage. But she literally says to him, don't move. Do what he said. Instead, he reaches down into the vehicle. Okay? And the cop sounds like he's back at his car maybe. Reaches into the vehicle, grabs a brush for his hair, decides to pull it out of the vehicle, being a jackass, trying to be funny, I am assuming, because that's how guys are. Trying to be a jackass, being funny. Oh, and what happens? The dude gets shot and killed. So then what happens to Star's life? Let me show you what happens with Star's life. Star ends up turning into a social justice warrior and is pissed off at the world. The cops are the enemy. White people are the enemy. They start destroying their own neighborhoods. Big surprise. We saw that in Ferguson. Right here it tells you to find your voice. Well, this is my motherfucking voice. Then at the end, oh look, riots. This is when she starts participating in ridiculousness. They're throwing over fucking cop cars. They're lighting shit on fire. One of these guys has a flamethrower. Oh yeah, that's real civil. Then at the end of this video, it says this. Thug. The Hate You Give, October 19th. Please explain to me why they chose to highlight Thug. This is one of the most ridiculous, race-baiting, Hollywood-driven bullshit I have seen in a very long time. Very long time. You know what this movie teaches? It teaches everybody a good lesson. When a cop tells you to do something, you fucking do it. Do not act like a jackass. Do not put your hands where they can't see them. Simply do something that nobody does anymore. Listen. Follow directions. Keep your hands where they can see them. And if your ass gets shot after that, you are unarmed, they know where your hands are, and all this bullshit, then you have something to complain about. This entire movie was based on a fucking bullshit theory, storyline, whatever. And from what I understand, it doesn't even follow the book correctly. So that's even worse. It's like they took, in the book, according to somebody's comments, it said that he looked into the car and asked her if she was okay. Like the girl. And then he was shot. That's what it sounded like by someone's comment. Again, I didn't read the goddamn book. So if that's the case, that would have been a good story to tell. The hate you give, you jackasses who fucking wrote this and directed it. If that was truly the line of the book, you should have gone with that. Because that shows the problem that is in our country that has a bit of an issue. If he kept his hands on top of the vehicle and just simply looked in and said, "Are you okay?" and bam, he was shot. That would be a good movie. That would be worth watching. Not for me, because I really don't give a rat's ass about these types of movies. I don't even like going to the movie theater. And for $8.50 at a matinee, Death of a Nation wasn't even worth it. So it's just, I don't like going to the movies to begin with. But this just isn't my movie, and I'm not going to go watch it. And I'm especially not going to go watch it based on how it sounds like they twisted the story. Okay? This is a great example, no joke, of a lesson to learn. That's what this is. This doesn't show anything about, this is just against cops. This is against whites. This is against everything that's going on in this nation right now that is causing a divide. Period. Period. Okay? This was the dumbest fucking thought that Hollywood could have come out with. And if they deviated from the book, shame on you. That would have been a good movie. Again, I wouldn't have saw it, but that would have been a good movie. So yeah, I found my voice. Hopefully you listened to the end of this video and you could fucking take it. Now you can go into my comment section and bitch and moan because I'm white and I have an opinion, blah, 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 and I don't have a right to speak and you don't know what you're talking about. Guess what? You don't know what it's like to be me. I don't know what it's like to be you. And guess what? I don't give a rat's fucking ass what it's like to be you. If you are a jackass and you are so concerned about your goddamn life with cops that you get pulled over all the fucking time for doing nothing and you choose not to listen to the cop, or one of your friends choose not to listen to the cop, do something ridiculous and then your buddy gets shot. Do not come crying to me. End the story. This is Are You Ready For It? Take care, guys. Have a great day.